Yeah, the ring light's downstairs, but I haven't
All right, team. Looks like we are live and ready to go.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you all hear the sound?
Menu sound is like so happy.
Freaking lootly.
Getting there.
Julianne, you look
I mostly
very
hear Stanley.
sad in the blanket, I have to say.
I am very sad. I don't know how long I'll survive.
Oh.
I'm definitely gonna get this intro, and then I think I might need to go to bed. I'm like dying.
Yeah. We've been waiting for this now.
But the
I
purple.
know. I've been waiting for so long.
I don't know. If
No.
Let's do this. Here's the.
We're so doing it.
I want to mark
Am I
in
frozen?
advance. Yeah,
Am
I'll
I-
fix you quick, Karen. You're frozen.
Sorry.
Why am I frozen?
Freezy people.
let it
Hold on.
go.
We'll fix it,
But
and
that
then
kind
we'll
of
go.
Stanley's purring in the background.
Yeah, you should see him right now. He is stretched out along everything, all my leg, and he's got his face resting on the power cord with one paw
Aw.
stretched out toward the headphones.
Haha.
Yes, and yes. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. So
Okay.
here's the thing. I love the digital version of this game. Removing all load times has improved my opinion of this game 100-fold. I'm serious about
Good.
this. And
Well, yeah, that's like the worst part.
if you guys follow any of us on Twitter, I'd been joking that Dana and Julianne, who have played it, and were kind of dunking on me knowing this was coming, because I famously kind of hate this game relative to the other Final Fantasy games around it. And
Yeah.
what I did not tell them is it's because I played the original PC release before I had a good graphics card on like a Windows 95 Pentium 2. So it was loading times all over the place. Now that those are all gone, this is pretty cool.
Yay!
We have to do this opening cutscene. This is like the height of the 20th century,
This
right?
is
Like,
iconic.
actually,
And
when I teach game history, I bring this up as like one of the few cutscenes that people who lived through this release and were gamers then remember specifically the jump in graphics quality as of this moment right here.
I called my parents down to the basement. I'm like, this is what gaming is. These
Right.
are video games. Can you believe this? And they watched this whole cutscene with me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The beach!
Yeah, I remember being pumped about this.
And it's like freaking live. Orchestra, everything. Beauty and the Beast part.
I have things to say, but I just want to listen. This is so good.
Yes!
The Gunblade is the most teenage ridiculous idea of all time. by the
It
way.
was so cool.
ridiculous, and I love every moment of that cutscene.
Amazing.
So, fueling the kind of scare that video games, Dungeons and Dragons, and nerd culture had with the Christian church is that the chant at the beginning of that piece, Phthos Lusec, Phthos Vinosec, is an anagram of succession of witches.
Yes, technically, Phthos Lusec, Wikos Vinosec.
Oh, wait, we have to choose. By the way,
Fire song behind my back.
the nice part about...
Because I looked at it was one of the first things I looked up on the internet was like, what are they saying? Is that really Latin? And it's not.
No, it is not. I'm going to fix Julianne really quickly because she looks pretty animated in sound and does not appear very animated.
Yeah,
on
am
our
I frozen
stream.
still? I think I'm still frozen.
Yes, let me unfreeze, folks.
Okay.
Skype has not
Ooh,
been
I'm
the
not even
stream's
allowed
friend
to.
recently.
No, it's like everything was working fine. I put on Skype and Twitch won't load and everything froze on my computer. So I'm here. But
Hey, hold on. Dana looks frozen too, so I'm just gonna fix everybody.
Woohoo!
fix us, Ryan.
I feel unfrozen.
I wish you all could see this cat. There's a paw and a face in my hand. I think I'm supposed to just hold his nose. I'm just holding it. I don't know
That
why.
sounds like a riddle. I can't even
Yeah, it
visualize that.
Dana, are you still here?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, see, it's not just me. Like, Skype is having real problems. Karen is not here.
Yeah.
Technically, either. The camera doesn't even see Karen anymore. Just me and Julianne
No.
right now.
It could not even get Skype was like, that cutscene's too good. Can't
Right, I'm
handle
out.
it.
We've done everything we need to
We're
do now.
done. Yeah, Skype.
Let me load up Skype and see who
over.
I'm still seeing.
I can't even log on to. What the heck? Yeah, send me an email, you freaking
Oh,
Twitch.
Dana said something about her computer made a horrible sound and she has to restart.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Karen, you're actually frozen in Skype, not in XSplit, which is weird, but I can't fix that on my end of things.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay. We're going to move ahead with the plot of Final Fantasy VIII for just a little bit. We have, like, gap now until interesting
Out of
stuff
all
happens.
people to be non-frozen, it has to be my blanket face.
I kind of like the blanket, though. It's cute.
You are a mage.
I scream into it instead of out of it.
Right.
Also, I sent you a picture of this cat that I'm holding the face
Yes.
of.
So the I can't
Her name will be
access all of
Squall.
chat, but the evocation of Orph, like Carmina Burana, and in Final Fantasy VII, the final boss music actually uses a lot of Carmina Burana lyrics text. And I always thought it was a pseudo Latin. I didn't know it was an anagram. It sounds like Latin to me.
Yeah, I think to
Right, that's the
anybody
whole
who's
point,
not
though.
a musicologist, it would sound like a Latin chant. Therefore, I think we
Right.
can understand it through that lens. I
Right,
agree,
so
it's
I don't think
definitely
it really
referencing...
comes across
Medievalism.
as
Yeah, it's absolutely
especially
referencing
since it's hard
Carmina
to tell
Burana,
exactly what they're doing.
but I don't think it has to be Latin to do that. I think it can... The pseudo-Latin works fine.
Yeah.
It's called medievalism. That's what I do. Read my stuff. Pseudo-Latin. Wow, every browser is frozen. Please hold.
That was an amazing... Oh wait, that was the in-game please hold. Ha ha ha.
That
I
was
forgot.
really funny. Yeah, that came across perfectly.
Yeah, it did.
Why is Twitch not logging in? Hello.
And my
I don't
Twitch wasn't
know.
working for me either.
It's like, oh, we kicked you out, and we sent a code to an email that you never log into either, and then that email address sent a code to an old phone number, and that phone number, I don't know. Squall.
By the way, I will note we are playing the Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Edition on Steam. And that's to make the text legible at a high resolution, primarily.
So, how did y'all pronounce Quistis? Did you
Quistis.
pronounce it Quistis or Quistis, which
No.
I've heard before?
Just Quistis.
I always said- I said Quistis.
I like Quistis as a character, incidentally, but she does play into, like, every negative trope possible about female instructors.
Oh my god, the whole thing. The dominatrix librarian.
She's a dominatrix librarian who kind of flirts with her own students.
Yeah.
Like every 16-year-old high school boy's like fantasy of what the ideal teacher is.
Yeah. Okay,
so that's bad.
I think I'm finally logged in. Oh my god.
Right. Other people are going to have to work to improve on that question. Because that was really awesome. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to try to... Is Karen unfrozen yet?
Nope.
No.
Working.
Okay.
I don't... Oh, wait. Am I? Am I here?
No, you're not there.
I am not. Why? I mean, I'm on Skype. Can you all... My webcam's on.
I don't know why I'm here.
All right.
Oh, also, Final Fantasy VII did this as well, but Final Fantasy VIII perfects it. The transition to a cutscene directly from player control, no load screen, no anything. Just immediate, smooth transition. Which was about as good as it got on the original PlayStation right there. I'll also note that compared to Final Fantasy VII, all the people have realistic proportions, and the instrumentation quality is very much improved. Like, this sounds like a flute now, because it is one. It's not like the PlayStation built-in MIDI
yeah, it's
stuff.
Definitely a better synthesized sound.
Yeah. Last thing, the remaster, you'll notice the actual people you can talk to look much higher of a resolution than the people Squall can't get to. So the people who move and react and are not part of the background look super detailed. The backgrounds look much less detailed. That's part of the remaster.
I used to have the piano arrangement of this. Where'd it go? I used to be able to kind of play it too. Ending theme, Final Fantasy VII. Oh, here it is. Oh, wow. Oh, I got it. Oh,
Nice, Julianne. Alright, we, by the way, are going to do something really quickly once we get out of the garden here. I actually have been playing this game for 7 hours already in advance of the stream, so we're going to load that file. I played a ton of the card game and have superpowered characters as a result. For us.
So I can't exactly play a lot of piano arrangement.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the music is really hot. Sorry about that. Let me know if that is better, stream friends.
Am I back?
And since I've paused, yay, I will see about Karen, who has asked if she is back. Karen is back. She's moving. She's a person again. Check this out. We're going to add Karen to the stream. It's going to be awesome.
No, Dana missed the opening. I was like dying the whole time.
I have gym hair. I'm really sorry to all the spectators out there
Everybody waiting to see
for my
Karen.
gym hair.
Now she has gym hair. All right.
I do. I have gym hair.
So bragging. You went to the gym. Shut up.
Right?
I did. I always do that right before the stream, and then I come back and I get on the stream looking like ass. And there you go.
I looked like ass, but all I did was eat bread or whatever.
Oh, one of these things is not like the other. Alright, I am trying to load Twitch again for the first time, or I hope it goes through for the first time.
Bye-bye. I have no time to do anything. I will say, as a high school freshman the year this came out, I loved the idea of being in essentially a Final Fantasy high school as the game.
Oh my god, yes, the high school idea was awesome. I was in 7th grade. Wait, no.
I was like, high school's gonna be exactly like this. It's gonna be
I
awesome.
was 5th grade. I was like 6th grade. So I was like, whoa, this is so cool.
The remaster is very good looking. The models. My one problem with it is, look at the grass in the foreground here next to Squall. Squall is now much more detailed than the grass is. But I'm willing to take that in trade, because he looks fantastic.
A little too smooth for me. I need my rigid, harsh lines in my men, you know? Much more attractive when he had, like, his skin was like this.
I'm really sad that when you get bumped out of Twitch and off the stream and stuff and you come back, you can't see what the conversation was before you re-enter the room.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's the fact that Twitch would never load.
Great, we get Quetzalcoatl and Shiva.
Wow! Where's the bee?
Alright, we're gonna skip the tutorial. I do not need it. I will explain things as we go instead.
Can I just point out that the view of Julianne in her cloak at the keyboard
Yes, that's
is
flipping
amazing.
fantastic. Yes, we need to actively acknowledge that as much as possible. So, team, here's what we're going to do. You'll notice I have a file now where I've been playing for just shy of 7 hours in the same spot. We're going to load that. And go to the Fire Cavern now. I will explain that reasoning very shortly. But the basic idea is the following. I have gloriously convinced the Queen of Cards to spread the trade rule, take all the cards at once every time from everybody. And I have been playing an absolute F-ton of cards, as you can see.
Wait, is this the same key as the one in the piano collection? Let's check. Probably not. It's been a million years.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Silence emotions. This is the best piano collections of all the Final Fantasies, by the way, and if you don't agree with me, I don't want to know about it. Even the Shuffle and Boogie song track.
Alright, I win!
Oh, you already won. Gosh, dang.
And now I win all these cards.
This
Now-
continues Final Fantasy VII's trend of not having the da-da-da-da-da-da after the fanfare.
Correct.
Which will go back in Final Fantasy IX.
Yep. Now I want you all to imagine me playing that card game for 7 hours.
Yeah.
Because that's what I have done for y'all.
Ryan, you...
Everyone make a donation to the Ryan Fund.
Yeah, you deserve a pedestal.
Alright. I don't teach on Tuesdays or Thursdays this semester, so I have extra time to do random stream stuff instead.
I feel like I always end up with all these days during the week when I'm not teaching, and I still haven't figured out how to get stuff done.
No. Did everyone else freeze?
I just treat the stream like an extension of my job instead of like fun.
Well, hopefully it's both.
In some ways, I get to count it more because I do teach stream, right? So it works for me a tiny bit better. The quick explanation of what's going on is that playing cards lets me get 100 Blizzagas and Waters early, so Quistis whips like a dominatrix now, is what happens.
Blue Fields! This freaking... Dude, this world theme is so weird. Isn't it?
What is weird about it?
It naturally comes from Final Fantasy VII's sort of like melancholy. I just think it's like also very melancholy. Like usually world themes and have some heroism to them and are upbeat. I mean, this is upbeat, but it's just goofy. It's so goofy to me.
Alright, Fire Cavern it is.
Like, just the composition of this is really interesting. You've got the, like, temple thing and the plucked strings.
Oh, in all of the modern Final Fantasy games, every battle theme in this game is better than all of the other modern Final Fantasy battle themes.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Yeah, the battle music here is the best, and every battle music track in this game is better than all of the other battle music.
I like the boss theme, though.
I'm gonna turn down the game volume a little bit more, friends. So that we can, here it is. There we go.
Yeah, the world theme is a kind of standalone theme, for sure. I don't really hear that much anywhere else.
I really like the instrument quality. It's like clearly synthesized, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel as marchy. It breaks the mold of traditional world map themes, right? We're not being marched across the map here.
Yeah, so we could see Dorian. Sorry. I don't think it ever hits an A minor. Oh, it does it like a one time. Sorry, I'm just rambling now.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, but you're doing it in your cloak, and that makes everything okay because
That's correct.
I can't tell seriously if you're gonna like turn around and be a nun.
I want her to be like a Tonberry, to turn around and like have the knife in her hand and like come closer to the camera. And
That'd be hilarious.
Alright, I'm gonna do the Fire Cavern, by the way, which is timed. So we're gonna have to kind of be on our game here.
Yeah, but you get like 3 options for time.
Yes, you do.
Like, I suck, so I'm gonna take 40 hours, or you could not suck and take 10 minutes or 2 minutes or 5 minutes.
We're gonna do this in 10 minutes, and the reason we're doing it in 10 minutes is you get more points that way. And if you end the Ifrit
We're
fight...
already at the fire cave? Oh, man.
Yes, Dana, are you back on Skype?
Hi.
Hi, let me add you.
I think I am.
Okay.
Oh,
Hear you.
Everything's backwards.
Yes, there's Dana. So in case you missed it, Dana, I have played enough cards. I'm already, like, have 100 Blizzagas on Quistis. We can one-shot anyone in here.
Cool.
So, for the sake of moving along and getting to the seed mission tonight, we're gonna do a 10-minute fire cave.
Yeah. I mean, is anybody thinking that's hard? Because it's not. You don't even have to overlevel to do a 10-minute fire cave.
No, you do not. It is hard if you've never played it before and you want to pick up every box. 10 minutes has no...
Yeah.
You can't use your menu, right? It still counts in the menu?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's why you try to prepare before you go in. Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, I know you can play even more, but I have a full-time job, team. You gotta work with me a little bit.
Yeah, we're not in, like, middle school anymore.
We got our Mission Impossible vibe because this battle theme's in 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hot damn.
We will listen to the battle theme in detail when I am not being timed, team.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's fine. I love this theme, though.
The fire cave theme is really cool.
Just real simple ostinato. I'm gonna knock a lot of things off my keyboard and actually turn my keyboard on.
Find your way.
Yeah. Whereas the boss theme is force your way.
Yeah.
You already got it. I don't even need to get my keyboard out.
Because I learned all the techniques like a while ago. I'm like, I dug it out.
But you know what? I could play it on.
It's your automaton!
Oh, nice. You got a full-size one, Dana.
Oh, yes I did. It has 3 different rates.
Yeah, that's mine. Except in white instead of black.
Music's changing too quickly in this cave, though, to really, like...
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I love the arpeggiation here. It's so good.
It's hard to hear. Can't
It's
hear
very
it.
pianistic.
Sorry.
Yes, that's right, Julianne. Excellent.
Oh, of course, it's right in the middle of the range. But you can still follow, like, despite all that active arpeggiation, you can still follow, like, the top note melody, which I love. You know, and a good player can voice it so that that doesn't get lost, that there is a little bum, bum, bum. The little climb down in there comes out.
Sure. I agree about the brutal RNG, by the way. This is a lot of enemies. Luckily, I can one-shot everything with Quistis, so it doesn't really matter.
You want to know what's brutal? I don't know if any of you all have been watching AGDQ with them speedrunners, but one of the bonuses was a dual blindfolded punch-out run, where one player who was blindfolded had the directional pad, and the other player who was blindfolded had the A and B buttons. And they beat the game.
Wow.
Whoa!
It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
That's interesting.
Oh, and that's correct on the fire cave, by the way, and to get the maximum points, you have to finish with 10 seconds or less on the timer.
Yeah, but you can hang out in the menu. Like, if there's extra time.
Yep.
That's like the most emo resolution of that fanfare. Wait.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's like...
That sounded slightly Christmas carol-y.
It's not really a tritune. I don't think it
I agree, that's a full 100 points. Alright, let's do this.
It's just... Yeah! I love this boss theme as well.
Wait, I can do that part. me that part.
I'm gonna wait for the timer to go below 5 because I think I'll kill him in 3 hits.
Oh yeah, if you're leveled pretty far, you'll actually watch your punches here.
Please note, I've got a triple speed button that works independently of the timer. So that's cool. You don't generally want to ever cast any magic in this game, by the way. There are some exceptions to that, but using it to just augment your base stats is much better.
Yeah. In the game, I mean, through that, it encourages hoarding. There are times where I've had to tell myself, like, alright, you can use a few. Like, it's fine.
Switches keys a lot. I mean, everything's always A minor, but it goes A flat.
Yes, I absolutely agree in terms of like min-max game design. You can make this game absolutely boring to do. I'm aware, by the way, that 3 minutes plus to go is bad. I don't care about my ranking. I don't need money. I have cards.
And there's other ways you can optimize your seed later. I mean, being a ginger is being, like, hair colorly on fire, right? So, maybe it's both?
Oh, I was the chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your players will optimize away their own fun. I love that. It's so true, too. So now we get nothing but, like, lava sound. And having never been present at a lava flow, I cannot vouch for the accuracy of this clip.
I like that you had to interject that little caveat. Like,
it's white noise.
Given that I've never been melted by lava.
It's more like red noise right now. I don't think red's even one of the colors. There's pink. There's brown.
Brown note. It's the one that makes you poop yourself.
Such academic music theory coming from Dr. Grasso here.
I am a doctor, so I am done being good. I never was good at this. I mean, in terms of being professional on this stream, and now I really am not, because I'm a doctor, so everyone knows.
I don't know what just happened.
Cold medicine, but I'm not. I'm just so sick. I just have to have my cloak, my protective cloak, and maybe not say any more words.
It's your mantle of power. You have to borrow Edward Snowden's language.
Yeah, it's true.
You're a little Professor Corley. You got the purple cloak thing going on. You need a turban. If you got a turban, you could just can.
Yeah.
There's still technically an active open mic in the sense that we're having a game concert and folks are gonna play on it.
True.
Yeah, and I think people who want to perform, that was not due with the paper applications. I think you can still say you want to perform later, right?
Give me that A minor shit.
Julianne is
it was the performance was a separate. People could just submit that independently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And And I increasingly like the idea, if Elizabeth's game orchestra will have me, I like the idea of instead of playing my own thing, just like joining them and playing with them. Because it's pretty easy for me to come into town even if they had a rehearsal like a couple days before.
I want to play my clarinet.
That was a novel that I made. So.
But why does nobody need a recorder player?
Oh man, you can.
No one said they didn't. Just play it. Just bring it. Everybody bring it.
I very much
Everybody
would like
just bring it.
to sing with people.
Ryan, I'll sing with you.
You just need to pick stuff that has voice. Which is not hard to do in games. There's plenty of things.
Or you could do your own fun arrangement. I want to sing the vocal version of Rainbow Road that Disco Cactus does.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, we aren't Disco Cactus. For one thing, we aren't in the same states to rehearse.
There is a heck of a lot of amazing polyphony in Civ 4, just saying. Just saying.
What do I have? I have something from Civ. Oh, it might be 5. Which one's Baba Yetu? Is that 4?
That's 4.
4.
That's 4. Then I have that. I have that for string quartet. Which sounds lovely. And I did it at a wedding. This is actually one of my least favorite, like, after the fanfare battle moments.
Yes,
I agree with
random
that.
shit.
That, like, yeah, random little, like, kicky...
It's like menu music
The
for like
Fire
Mario
Cavern
Party.
music, which does recur in fairness, sounds like it belongs to a dungeon 2 CDs from now.
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, it definitely has late dungeon feel.
Yeah.
This is part of the late era in dungeons.
This is a late era.
For
This
sure.
is a disc 3 sound.
Yeah, it is a disc 3 sound.
The thing that it reminds me of is, oh, hold on. I gotta get it in my head what it is.
And do you know what it is for me? It's not
Something
just the
4.
descending set of arpeggios, it's the church bell.
Church bell.
Oh,
Church
yeah,
bell
'cause
makes
that-
me think much later,
Yeah.
like in terms of plot. Right now there's nothing to lose, really.
I think there's a lot of ways in which you could say that some early game dungeons tend to evoke the space more, whereas later game dungeons you're more sort of emotionally invested in some story, and they tend to have more emotionally wrought music that's maybe slower. And I think that, the church bells and the arpeggios and sort of like the darkness of this music feels like we've had a lot of story.
Yeah.
But we
I do
haven't.
have to correct the chat though. Pipe organ is the first instrument in Final Fantasy VI, isn't it? There's a pedal tone, and then
Yeah,
there's
I don't think the church bell plays yet.
Organ. Bell.
Organ.
Voice.
Bell. Voice. What's the other one?
What's what? I'm sorry?
Was there a fourth one?
It might
For
be
me?
a tubular bell
Yep.
that opens
Karen.
FF6, and then the pipe organ plays.
My
Sorry.
article. My article.
What was,
that's
I muted my
coming out.
microphone for a sec. What was the question?
First instrument in Final Fantasy VI, tubular bell or pipe organ?
It's organ.
It's organ because it's the
right.
Sprach Zarathustra.
It's organ. It doesn't start with a bell.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I
then
thought so.
it depends which opening theme you're thinking of, because the cutscene starts with tubular bell. Bum bum bum
Yes.
bum.
Right.
Tubular bell. So it's that. Technically, I think that's
But the menu screen.
opening theme 3, like of the 3 of them.
Yeah. I think the menu screen is the organ.
Yeah.
It's not the organ is
Right,
the
that's
title.
what I'm thinking.
The title
Right,
flash.
I'm thinking of title, like the first thing you hear when you turn on the system, not when you start a new game. Okay, so we're all right.
Yeah, it is a bell once you start a new
If-
game.
Depending on the state of your save RAM, we are all correct.
So I muted because the Find Your Way really reminded me of its Cry and Sorrow from Final Fantasy IV has the same bum 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 bum
Yep.
kind of accompaniment to it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was thinking it was the the cave theme, but it wasn't, because I started singing it in my head. I'm like, wait, that's not it. So I had to pull it up really quick. It's hard when there's other music playing to go, what's the thing that I'm thinking of that this reminds me of?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the excellent pizzicato string samples on that world map? Oh, they're so good.
I want to talk about why it doesn't function like a world map theme. So,
Ooh, okay.
I have written that world map themes are typically marches because they move us and propel us from one location to the next across the world map.
Maybe in a particular, like...
Right, and this, let's listen again for a moment.
It leaves a lot of rhythmic activity.
This does not do
except
that.
not 7. Right.
It's 6/8's wrong. It's too swingy.
Searching for Friends from Final Fantasy VI, I would argue is more of an airship theme for the Falcon, and the arrangement of Terra's theme, that is the World of Balance's overworld theme, is absolutely a march.
Well, and before Searching for Friends, there's the other world map theme in the Dark World. It's only after you get the airship that it changes over the rest of the time.
But by the time we hit the World of Balance, or the World of Ruin, map, everything is changed. We don't need to be marched across the screen. As Julianne suggested earlier, we have plot concerns at that point.
But as Julianne was just playing,
march.
you have that dirge march that comes in
It's still a march, though, so that's a really interesting thing to consider. It's just not an rhythmically active like march.
Right.
It's like a
the most
dirge.
archetypical one for me that like world map themes are marches in the Final Fantasy franchise is Final Fantasy V, which our stream has kind of glossed over because I'm the only one who likes it, and so we just kind of...
Just excuse you, we played 5 in its entirety. Glossed over. We only did the whole game.
We emotionally glossed over it.
Glossed over. No, I ended up putting the pyramid dungeon in my most recent RPG chapter. So
nice.
That was because we played it and it came at the right time, and I was like, oh, this is really actually a perfect example of Uematsu doing the Egypt thing in a fantasy game that otherwise doesn't have it. So it ended up being like kind of the crux of my whole. See, he's doing something different in the Egypt game.
Nice.
That was my big moment there. So that was very helpful to play 5, and I enjoyed that dungeon very much, actually. What have we said about like Final Fantasy High School theme here?
That we
love
like
it. We loved it as kids, especially.
I was so into this idea.
Oh, just the idea of the high school. I meant what have we said about the theme, since I missed some of the opening.
We haven't talked about Balam Garden's theme at all.
I have said that it changes key a lot, which is really interesting. It has a lounge sound with that. Oh, what is that sample? Like, not sample, but the string, the like really reverby string.
There's like the pad.
Like a Celesta kind of like pad.
Yeah, that pad, but also the ding ding ding.
Ding, 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 ding. The syncopated offbeat thing.
That thing.
But it's all, I mean, this is like...
Oh, airport vibes. I don't know, like...
The place does look like an airport terminal.
That's kind of been my impression. I've thought airport terminal quite a lot.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, musically, do we not get like hometown theme vibes with the stepwise melody and the like clarinet flute moment here?
I
for
sure get first town vibes from this.
It definitely changes key too much for me to think first town, but town, yes.
Well, the students do come from all over, Julianne, so...
It's true.
This isn't anybody's hometown, but it is home.
Of the home away from home, where everyone has an ST.
It's definitely home.
That's the type of thinking you do, like, in a defense when somebody asks you a question and you don't know the answer to it. They'd be like, why does for a town theme, this is really changing keys a lot, and you just pull it out of nowhere, and you're like, that actually sounds all right. We'll go with it.
Right? Ooh,
That
I
was
have
like-
no drink. I should fix that soon.
Yeah.
So I did an undergraduate defense, because I wrote an undergrad music history thesis. Fun fact about Dana. And they were like, we'll just have you do like what the master students would do. And so they gave me like a really softballed version of what they would have had the master students do. And I wrote on a Josquin motet. And at one point, Ross Duffin asked me like why the cadences were so antiquated, and I never and still have not had pretonal theory. So I was like, like I don't know.
Dana, will you come and take my class this semester?
I'd love to take pretonal theory.
I want to take it. Can I come?
Please, can both of you come and take pretonal theory with me this semester?
Can I
I would
Skype
be
in?
so happy. Yeah, please. Could you both please just Skype into class?
Could you do
I
me
would
a favor?
100% do that. I would 100% do that.
I can make that happen.
Yes.
Oh, no,
I
you
love
don't want
that.
to turn auto,
Actually, I
by
would
the
very
way.
much
You want to
appreciate
do
that.
everything.
I'll just be in my cloak in the corner. And you're
my
not allowed to tell your students what I am. And until the very
What
end.
you
I'm
are.
close to-
Yeah, not who.
The ghost of music theory passed. So
So
seriously, anytime I'll send you my syllabus. If any of you want to Skype in at any point, let me know.
well, the funny thing, so I get this question about why are these cadences antiquated, and I just froze because I was like, I haven't had pretonal theory. So I pulled out an answer out of nowhere that was because Josquin was setting a text from the Aeneid, and I'm like, maybe he was intentionally like using an older cadence form to like play on that.
Nice.
And that
Nice.
was my
That's
BS
great.
answer at like
That's
21
so
years
good for an undergrad.
Yeah,
I,
that's
you know,
good.
he
Seriously.
nodded like nicely, so I was like, okay, like that's a fun answer.
Starbucks. Indeed.
I will
But-
say, I hate that Cypher gets put in charge, and I hate that the game judges you on how well you listen to him. What a dick.
Yeah, he's a big, dumb dick.
Big
for-
dumb dick.
Big
Yeah, he
dumb.
is.
So I was gonna say I loved Emberling's taking care of your GF moment.
Yeah.
So I actually screenshotted the first time he played VII, where was it? Cloud's mom says something about like date a girl who's older so she can take care of you, and like he screenshotted that and sent it to me.
Nice. Well done to him.
Master Sid.
If only he would play cards right now.
I know, right? What is it with his like I have to have my hands behind my back and like stick out my stomach kind of thing? Like, what is that stance that he always does?
I don't know, but the peekaboo belt buckle is a little weird.
Yeah, it is.
But that's kind of how
they
Veth
modeled
be,
him
right?
after.
Oh, and this he always it's always the hands behind the back and then he like leans forward and squints at you like. If I did that,
Let's not like chastise the man for his vision problems. His bad
Before I
posture.
click
I
the
still
dialogue.
think it's a vision thing though. I think it's
I'm just
just like
teasing.
an intimidation thing, maybe.
Emberling is bringing up a really important point. This is our first clue, if we haven't already picked it up already, that the school is really training child soldiers.
Right.
Right? Everybody knows
Yeah.
that, right?
I got that at like, how old was I when I played this? 11, 12? I think I was 12 when this came out. And I remember going, ooh, military.
As
Right,
for
I mean,
his
this
presentation
pretty signifies
and
that.
standing, what I want to know is, what do older Japanese high school administrators present themselves to students like?
Well,
I watched Really Not
Pindigiv says that they do in the chat.
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce Pinhigidiv's name, but he or she said that, so that's really interesting. It probably does go back to sort of the Japanese.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something you see in anime when you have like an older professorial type, but I kind of have an anime allergy. Although I recently got over it for Love is War, which I've mentioned on here is the only anime I've seen all the way through. And that was like, 2 months ago. Very recent. Lean forward in an
Look,
emotive
Sid
way.
is very low res because you cannot interact with him.
Oh, I like that.
Really?
That's a nice cue.
It's a glitch kind of thing between the remaster and the original game. Only.
If that was an intentional choice, I would think that's kind of like a cool way to foreground things you can interact with a little bit.
It's the remaster has playable characters looking much better.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, like...
Emberling, that's correct. He's not a polygon in that moment. He's a bitmap.
Yeah. Yeah, so many, like, military tropes there. It's, like, hard to even know where to start with that track. It's just the most military it can get.
Yo, Squall.
Yo! I love how annoying Zell is. Like, his annoyingness is actually kind of charming, because he's just trying to be friends.
I like that he's just trying to get any emotional reaction out of Squall at all.
Yeah.
He's not usually, I mean, sometimes he's an ass, but like, usually he's just, like, trying to engage. He's really trying to be his friend. And I find that so endearing in his character.
What's more annoying to me is Quistis the teacher is still saying what Squall is about to say the moment before he says it. Like, doing it once, power move. Doing it, like, all day, fuck off. Like...
Yeah, they don't have a really good student-teacher boundary, though, here.
No, they do not.
Which, you know, has plot implications later for her, so...
Chicken wuss.
Oh, I love
Oh
that.
my god, I haven't heard chicken wuss in so
Bring back
long.
chicken wuss.
Indeed.
Chicken wuss.
It's doing their own thing with no movement elsewhere. Uh-huh. I know, I have always really appreciated the score for this game. But also, you know, there's moments like this where it's really foregrounding, hey, read this dialogue, which, you know, we're talking over, but all of us have played this, right? Have we?
I have not.
No, Karen has not.
Okay.
I've seen parts of it, but
maybe
I've
I
not
should
played the whole thing.
STFU and let you read all the dialogue, although they're just kind of like needling each other at the moment.
Brett, I'm kind of blazing through it because they're just like being teenage boys pissing each other off
That's
in the
fine.
car.
I just like chicken wuss.
Chicken wuss is excellent.
I love chicken wuss. Yeah, sorceresses, orphans. What are you talking about? Goodbye.
You're in a different Final Fantasy at the moment.
I don't. Yeah. Sounds.
Hi,
like-
Sigma Beta.
Sigma
Hope you
Beta.
had just a total blast at MagFest.
Yeah, I want to hear all about it. What are the MagFest highlights?
Disco Cactus,
the Disco
apparently.
Cactus
Yeah.
set is on YouTube, and it was to die for good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I have it bookmarked.
So good.
I think I might make my students watch it.
Nice. Actually, I might
Side
do.
bit. I'm gonna write that down.
Ah, Hip Hop Cypher. Very cool.
That's awesome.
Can I
Yeah,
go play?
we're
Hey, somebody
hoping
who
to go
knows the
next
game
year.
better than me. Can I go play cards with Zell's mom right now?
No.
Okay.
Your opportunity to do that was before you did the fire cave.
You can't do it before the fire cave. She won't play.
Oh,
It's
then
right
you do
after.
it. You do it right after you get out of the fire cave, but before you go back to Blop Garden.
Okay.
To the vessel.
Yeah, they won't let you wander town. I mean, I don't know if the remaster changes any of that type of thing, but
It should not. It's not set out to change gameplay things.
it was just to So far, it sounds like the music has not been touched. Is that accurate? Or at least I'm not remembering closely enough. It sounds a lot like the original.
I don't
Is
think
it
the
just
music has been
visuals?
touched.
Oh,
I
the
think
music.
It's just visuals.
Okay,
Somebody else
that
can
was the
Google
sample
that.
I got.
Music.
Bill's mom is great.
Ah, it's supposed to power level after Ifrit instead of before. So after Ifrit, before you go back to the garden. Well, that's okay.
I don't even think they bothered to... Yeah, I don't think they even bothered to mess with reverb, at least not that I'm catching.
And yes, by the way, 7's PC port is a disaster. Though I will note that that's how I played 7 originally, is on the Trapezoid Box PC port, which had that crappy MIDI sound for everything.
Yeah, I played 7 and 8 on PC originally. Because they were PlayStation 2? We might...
No,
my brother
they're
and I maybe...
PS1. 7
The
and 8 is
PS1? Maybe we didn't have the PlayStation yet. I know there was a definite, like... There was a reason that we got them on PC instead, and that must have been it.
Sigma Beta, yeah, 7 and 8 for me were both PC. And yes, that means I did get the bad version of everything originally.
Okay, so basically, Dalit is under siege from Galbadia. Where's the emphasis? The G Army, and Seed is going to fix it, right?
Yep.
We do all the dirty work, says Cypher.
If the order to withdraw takes priority.
Makes sense. This kind of isn't your war. You're just kind of doing what you're paid to do. As Seed. And then you can decide if you're going to talk to people.
Me, the captain.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. You can make him really broody in this game. I love how you're like, I'm just not going to talk to Zell. Screw that.
Right, because he wouldn't, right? That's canon. Okay.
That's canon. Not me. I'm like, talk to all the NPCs! What does this person have to say? Like, every town, that's how I have always been.
Yeah.
Because it's a role-playing game, and I'm still me in the role-playing game. I might actually be joining a D&D campaign this month or next, depending on their current thing. And I'm
Nice.
like, this will be a test for me, because like I feel like I'm bad at being anything other than myself.
You'll be fine. You'll be just
you'll
fine.
do great.
I want to play as like some kind of magic user.
Yeah. I tend to prefer either magic users or like long range people. Like
or I was
archers.
gonna say like an archer, like something like that.
Yeah, I don't tend to be. Sorry, I'm trying to fix things.
I'm not an up-in-your-face melee. I'm not a tank.
Yeah, that doesn't tend to be the kind of character I pick out. I like to be more than the background, and have my means of escape.
This is always a favorite cutscene for people.
Yes.
Yeah. The music here is really
Helped
awesome.
greatly by this incredible theme.
Yeah.
You have that very high string, like articulating the rhythm, but staying on the dun 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 dun.
So
dun.
notice when the color shifts. This is the equivalent in Final Fantasy VIII of when Final Fantasy VII's train pulls in during the cutscene, and we cut from cutscene back to game engine. Not unlike us cutting from game engine to cutscene the other direction when Balam Garden got introduced.
I was so distracted by chat versus what you were saying, but you were talking about the color change, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I was gonna say that the fact that it's like the high It just kind of like heightens the tension. It's like an alarm sounding over the top of everything else. But it's not so present to be annoying. It just adds like an extra layer of stress. I love this like funky with the basses articulating. It's still very much in the spirit of the original part, but just for a minute it's a little like slower and more offset.
Yeah.
Before we loop back.
Is this the track that track in 9 actually references? I have to look that up.
Oh man. How familiar are y'all with Xena Warrior Princess?
Very little.
Not.
Have
Sorry.
you seen the musical episode?
No.
Oh, is it bad? I did a project in a class I was auditing the PhD because I had already finished coursework, but I just really wanted to take this class. It was like about film stuff, and it was great. But I did a project on TV show musical episodes when the show isn't. I mean, there wasn't Crazy Ex-Girlfriend yet, but in a show that generally wasn't a musical, where they suddenly have a musical. So I looked at like the Scrubs one, the Buffy one, the Xena one.
Yeah.
Xena one was so bad, and I had really fond memories of Xena as a child, like and the campiness of it, and but even like it was so bad.
Still.
It was so bad. Partial term familiar with Xena. Yeah. Yeah, my brother and I used to enjoy that in Hercules because they were just so fun, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the Buffy
Hercules.
musical episode, there is nothing like the Buffy musical episode. Like, I have a CD of that, and I will sing to myself in the car. So catchy.
You know what I just randomly remembered? It was Ryan's birthday on Monday. Everyone say happy birthday.
Oh yeah, it was my
Yay!
birthday on Monday.
Happy birthday, Ryan! Again.
Yay.
Oh,
Yay, thank you.
We should have sent you hot dogs in honor of this game.
Yes.
In honor
Yeah.
of that one dude in the cafeteria that is
In
obsessed
honor
with
of
hot
the
dogs.
one dude.
Of Zell and the other dude.
I guess it's everybody. They talk about
Yeah.
everyone lining up for the hot dogs.
It's
They do.
iconic.
But you can't ever get them hot dogs.
I had a pretty good birthday and Christmas season this year. I'm
That's
playing, it's tethered to my computer right now, but I have a new controller. The light ring is going to make it hard to see. It's the 8-bit do nice one with the wings on it.
That's awesome. I should say that Ryan sent all of us really fun Christmas presents.
That was
Yeah.
I don't know if there were differences, but I know that I got a Steam controller.
Nice.
So did I.
Karen did not get a Steam controller because I knew she had one already.
I do have one already, but I got a really cool gaming mouse, which is something that Ryan knows I do not have.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped because there are games that would make that would be really handy for them.
So, in theory, we can be gaming together. With
The
with
remaster,
our-
by the way,
with our
the
toys.
remaster for this does look really good.
It does look great.
Yeah, and then Dana and Julianne got bonus presents for getting married and graduating, respectively.
Yeah.
Yay.
So Dana got a. I was struggling to think of something cool that was like for a scholar and a game collector person. For those who don't know, Dana's husband has a massive collection of cool gaming objects in their basement. So I got them the feather stylus for the Nintendo DS
Yeah, that was cool.
Ooh,
from Japan.
that's cool.
And then Julianne got a new game to go along with her new title, Lord of the Chords.
I cannot. I'm gonna actually bring that to my class next quarter.
Ryan's been planning that one for years.
Yeah, it got
when
delayed
did that
forever. It was
start?
supposed to be given to you at AMS.
Oh yeah. So that was a Kickstarter game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because I remember chatting about that sans Julianne
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
ages ago.
Jarrell, yes, you got the aerophone in. That's badass.
Nice.
Jarrell, you didn't see me annoy everybody with my automaton.
There's still time. The night is young.
Aerophone is awesome. Let's fight this
That's
guy.
way cooler than an automaton, although I am very delighted about my automaton. Oh, Night is still young. I'm sure I'll try to honk out another theme from this.
Honk.
You're doing a fabulous job.
Well, I love the vibrato so much. Like, I will just sit on the same note because I'm just like into that. Where's VGM Con?
It's in the Twin Cities. I really wanted to go, but I can't make it work with my teaching schedule, so I am not.
Oh.
I have a Friday afternoon class this semester, which makes it really hard to go anywhere.
That's hard.
It's Fridays from 3
I'm gonna
to
have
6.
to look that up.
It's very possible I could go to that, but it depends when
I have to check that out. I have to write that down. I always forget about that one.
Where is it now?
It's the Twin Cities. It's smaller than the others and awesome.
Yeah.
I think because I missed MagFest. I need some other stuff in my life. Okay.
Yeah.
A couple of my absolute best friends from Overclocked Remix live in the Twin Cities and are awesome. So I always like to visit Andrew and Katie.
Yeah.
They're a big reason why I do stuff with Overclocked Remix. Is they were recruiting vocalists, and I was like, I'm only 25 minutes from you, man. And he was like, sweet, I will pay you in vodka if you come sing for me. And I was like, this is the best arrangement I've ever made in my entire life.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sing for vodka.
The vodka comes after you sing, though. For obvious reasons.
No, the vodka is immediately before you sing.
Oh,
there you go.
Right?
I guess it depends how much vodka you get paid in.
You do a shot. You do a shot of vodka immediately before to clear your throat and everything, and then you sing before the alcohol hits you, and then you finish.
This is why opera singers don't do that because they have to sing too long.
Right.
Right. This is from my a cappella band days.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say, Julianne, we have our first bot.
We have
our second bot.
Oh no!
Dana's a moderator. Can Dana kick the bot person?
Dana.
Let's see.
One bot. No, I think there's very little chance that I'm gonna get out that way in the middle of the semester. I also, another colleague just emailed me a couple of minutes ago, and she's like, are you going out to Berkeley in March? And I was like, no, I cannot get to California in March either, because I don't have any money for travel. I
would love to go all sorts of baller places, but I'm not.
I feel like we've made it, but at the same time, I'm trying to click on the name, and it's wait, maybe? Should I ban or time them out? Probably ban, right?
Just ban them, yeah.
Ban them. Let me not ban the wrong person. Let me make sure that I do the right. If I banned Around, I'd be so sad at myself.
Well, then we'll just unban people. Well, yeah, that's a thing we can do.
But I would feel like a big ass. It's all right,
guys. I am fading.
Chat while I'm banning.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ban myself. Because I need to go to bed, so I can get rid of whatever this is.
Oh, but there's Shanker and Balam Garden that you might miss. Use your power.
Shanker?
I am going to use my power carefully. Shanker!
Oh, yeah, so wait, let's talk about... we'll get back to Balam Garden next time, actually, because right now we're about to do cool fighting music again.
We are going to do cool fighting music.
Oh, wait, Julianne got close again. Oh, no.
When Julianne's away, the puns will play, so...
Right.
All
That means you have to stay, Julianne.
Don't leave us! Oh my gosh. So, those that follow me on Twitter will have...
boob. Too big of a forehead.
Oh, it's so cute.
For a split second, I thought you were telling us that you got that as a tattoo.
No.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Boo. No.
Joe wants to get the Konami code as a tattoo.
Oh, that's cute.
Julianne, some kind of graphical representation of that.
You need a fat Yoshi.
Oh, yeah, you need Fat Yoshi.
Fat Yoshi tattoo.
He's very near to your heart.
Near to my butt. I'll put him on my lower back.
Wait, you need a Fat Yoshi tramp stamp?
Yeah.
I mean...
Look,
Yikes.
there are
not
all
very
sorts of
good
choices we can make in this life.
So speaking of puns, Dragon Tank time, because we're on the bridge, I love that.
Dragon Tank.
Yep,
Yes.
for sure, Dragon Tank.
All right,
time.
I really am going now.
Okay.
Well, bye, y'all.
Bye, Julianne. Good night.
Good night.
I was watching Awesome Games done quick, and they were doing the first 3 Zeldas as like a tag team relay run. And I fell asleep during it because it went pretty late, but I woke up and they were, a lot of the donations, they had like Zelda puns happening, you know, where it'd be like, I'm going to not try and force a pun, like, haha. So at one point, somebody tried to make a Wand of Gamelon pun, where it was like, it makes me never want a game alone, but and the person reading it was like, wait, what? And they kind of reread it, and then they're like, okay, I kind of tripped over that one. And one of the runners, like without pausing, just went, that's okay, Phillips did too. Like, I was really happy. It was like 2 a.m, and I tweeted it because I wanted to remember it.
Nice.
Yeah. This is why it's good that Julianne's like in a really stable relationship, because I feel like Neil would just be like, yeah, whatever.
I don't know if I were the dude
Is that a better tramp stamp to stumble upon than most?
I don't know. If I was getting with a guy and dude had a fat Yoshi tattoo someplace, I would be like,
Respect.
my people.
All right, 1248, 1,000 HP left.
Bum. We're just gonna keep hammering the meter.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it depends on the dude. If the dude is into that, I mean, like, the kind of person who's going to appreciate Fat Yoshi isn't going to care where that tattoo is. You're just going to be like, I feel that we belong together. And that's that.
Oh, Squall killed it. Too bad.
Oh god, please, for sure. Oh man. I have a whole Pinterest board of tattoos, because I love tattoos, but I don't have any, and I don't know that I'm ever going to get one. But I really appreciate the art form. My cousin's married to a tattoo artist, and they both have just the most incredible pieces everywhere. I mean, as you can imagine, tattoo. Somebody who was already a punk and pretty tattooed married a tattoo artist, so they have plenty of tattoos. But they have some really cool pieces. Joe's thing was that I think he had a certain period of time where if he still wanted the same tattoo, like a couple years into wanting that tattoo, then he would eventually get it. But he's been mentioning Konami Code for a while now, so he might actually get that.
I have a little something up my sleeve, I think, for the imminent future.
Up your sleeve?
Yeah, no, I know what I did there, but no, I'm not getting an actual sleeve.
If you get tenure, are you just gonna like go full like?
That's right. Once you get tenure, right? Like it's just gonna be all over here.
Which is like in 6 weeks. Let's be real.
Start getting a lot of like piercings, and you dye your hair like all these colors and.
No.
Yeah, purple hair, Karen, right?
I could be purple hair, Karen. But I would do that whether or not I had tenure. Like nobody was gonna care. But no, I definitely have a little tiny tattoo, a tattoolet that I am fairly certain I'm gonna get.
Is it weird to ask where? Like, I feel like sometimes people think that's a really personal question, but I'm always interested.
This one, I think it will be on a finger.
Like on a side, or like where?
On the side where it's not totally visible to people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking about right now. Okay. I have others in mind, but they're for later when I decide.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I always think that wrist tattoos are super pretty, but obviously they're very painful because of where they are. But the folks I've seen with them, I'm always like, that looks so good. I have a friend who has one of the most meaningful tattoos I've ever seen. It's a 4-chord progression where the letters in the chord spell out initials of people that are close to her, but it's also a functional chord progression.
Yeah.
It's just 4 chords. I'm like, that's the coolest tattoo ever.
Yeah.
So many layers of meaning.
Yeah.
Bob, that's amazing. I agree, that'd be a terrible
Donkey Kong's tie. Somebody has done that. I'm gonna find it. Also, that's an adorable entrance from Selfie, like classic.
Yep.
Classic. And then the little like wink that she does is just like perfect.
If you jump down after Selfie here, by the way, you lose a ton of points.
Yes, you have to go the long way, even though you probably have to fight things.
That's right. You have to be super emo, or you lose points. That's the theme of Final Fantasy VIII.
That's true. You know, I'm not seeing it, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I'm seeing a lot of Donkey Kong, some actually pretty cool Donkey Kong tattoos. I'm seeing T-shirts that have just like the ape chest and then the tie that says DK, but that's about it. I don't know if I'm sad that this.
Ooh,
that I'm not finding
selfies. Yes, I like this as a joke. Excellent.
Selfies.
No, I forget. Will we get to the waltz tonight, or are we just going to do this and then town and then save? I think probably that.
I think that.
Yeah, I mean, we might
hadn't
want to
planned
save
on going
for Julianne.
Yeah, we hadn't planned on going super far.
Yeah.
We want to take our sweet time with this game because it's so good. Also, we are planning to not just go straight through this game as we have with other long-form things. We are going to, kind of midway, maybe at each disc break. I guess it'll depend how far we get in a single go. We are planning on doing shenanigan gaming, like palette refreshers for all of us.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
And because we do have some short-form stuff that we've wanted to do.
Yeah, so probably after disc 1,
like the list
we'll
only
take a
grows.
break. After disc 2, we'll take a break, that type of thing.
Yeah.
For a week.
It'll keep us all fresh on it, too.
Indeed.
Oh, but let's be clear, the best battle game, best battle theme in the whole franchise is from this game, and it's Laguna's battle theme, the man with the machine gun.
Oh my goodness, is that theme amazing. I'm like saying it to myself.
So
Karen, when we get there, it's so good. It's so good.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
My body is ready.
Next week we'll have a Laguna
It will be
thing.
next week.
Next week, I think we will also get the best weapon in the entire game. Because I'm kind of half cheating and getting everything cool early.
Love it. Sigma Beta, do you mean this battle theme, like the random encounter battle theme? I'm assuming, but I just want to check, because there's a few.
This one's okay. I still think it's a good battle theme here.
Listen to those gurgles. Where's Dr. Burbles when we need him?
I don't think we can lose, by the way, but we're going to save and make sure we don't do that.
It's always a good thing.
Alright, my contacts are dry.
Well, because you also have to draw and stuff here. Although I don't think I think it's a guaranteed draw, right?
Sigma Beta, are you talking about the fact that I can hit my right stick and get a limit break whenever I want right now because I'm on the remaster? Or are you talking about lowering my HP to get a limit break every turn? I'm avoiding playing with low HP right now. There will be times I do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's this other? You can just summon a limit break? That's BS.
On the remaster, if I click the right stick, my HP will refill, and I'll get a limit break every turn.
What?
On the left stick, if I click it, the battles will speed up 3x. But timed events, the timer will still tick at a normal rate.
Oh, interesting.
So that way, if like on stream I need to draw 100 spells, P.S. that is going to occur at some point.
Yeah.
I can just hit the fast forward button and we can do it quickly.
Oh, nice. Okay. I like that those options exist, but I like them to be like, turn them on, opt in. Like, I like everything to be configurable.
Well, that's where it's on by default. I could move them, but I do want to be able to have access to them without having to put my controller down and go to my keyboard and fiddle, right? For the purpose of the stream. As a player, I agree, fast forward should be accessible. Super cheat mode should probably not just be right there on my thumb.
Right. But it's so important to allow people to experience the game, and I like Celeste. I love all the accessibility options that they added for that.
Right. Oh, hold on. We have a one-time only music, I think. Yeah.
Okay, girl. I actually kind of forgot about this music because you only hear it this time. But I do like the little, it's like the wind is blowing, storms are brewing.
I like that it Mickey Mouses the unfolding of the satellite.
Yes. There are places for Mickey Mousing in gaming, and that is definitely it. It's so good.
For sure.
Cutscenes are good places for Mickey Mousing. Like, from an implementation standpoint, it makes sense. Because you're able to follow it exactly. Mickey Mousing, McAfee, is basically, like... It comes from old Mickey Mouse cartoons where the music would follow exactly with the animation.
Yeah, boing, boing, boing.
Tom and
boing,
Jerry
boing,
cartoons
boing.
are the most common to do this. Step, 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 step. Bink. Right? Yeah.
So we mostly know it from cartoons. So a lot of folks give it a bad rap when it happens in video games, but it can be super effective. And it's really common in
super
cutscenes.
effective.
Super effective. Yeah. Yeah. But all of that, any sound that is correlated with that kind of emotion, like right on cue, Mickey Mouse. It has virtues.
It definitely has virtues. By the way, it's worth noting I was supposed to have given Selfie command options by giving her a Guardian Force junction so that she's a real character. Right now she's not, essentially. That's fine.
She's just gonna hang out with her nunchucks and look cool. You can finish the repairs, sir! Biggs and Wedge! Here they are! They're like, well, this isn't what we expected, although if you played enough cards, you already know what this thing is.
Yep. Hey, was I supposed to draw a Guardian Force from...
Yep, there it is.
From right here? Mm-hmm. As long as I didn't miss it from Biggs and Wedge.
Oh, wait, maybe. Oh no, Siren, it's at the bottom.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, it's there.
Yeah, right here. Perfect. Siren. That's what we need. We also want to get as much double as possible.
Double is such a useful junction. So, like, here is where you might use that fast forward, right? If you were just gonna, like, do that for a while.
Yep. And see, notice how I used my cheat button for the purpose of refilling my HP in time as well?
I have all of MASH on DVD. It's one of my favorite things that I own.
This is your only chance to get double for some time, by the way, which is why we're doing
Yeah,
it.
which is why we're... It's okay. It's only 10:26. We got
Yeah,
10.
we have a little bit of time yet.
Dorg! Double is just really helpful.
As a junction, not as a useful stuff.
Yeah. I mean, generally you don't cast... I mean, you can cast it. It allows you to cast it away. I love the little digitally, like, virtuosity moment happening behind everything in this track. It's hard to hear over the sound effects, but I love it.
Fast forwarding does cause the sound effects to go nuts. Sorry.
Ooh! Ooh! I would love to hear any of these on SPC. Like, that's intriguing to me. Just want an invite to Discord? Sure. I don't use a lot of Discord, but I gotta learn at some point, right?
Gotta learn.
I gotta learn at some point. I would be very happy to. I love looking over stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be interested in getting involved with GGLS in general. That's like very up my alley in general.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I don't like about FF8, is that if you want to optimize, it takes forever. And if you do it during a boss, I have to do it on stream.
Oh, I have a viola now. That's like exciting news.
Oh, when did
I
that
have
happen?
access to a viola again as of like 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
I haven't bought one. I'm still like in the hunt for my forever viola. Because I'm probably only ever gonna buy one. But it's so nice to be able to pull that out and play again. Like, because I have a couple viola suites that I would just buy them, right? So it's just have a viola again. I do have an account. I just gotta remember what the heck my password is. Oh, what's my Discord password?
This is good for you to remember, though, because then we can actually test Discord this week.
Yeah, that would give me many good reasons to sign into Discord. Alright,
Yeah.
pull it up here.
May I heartily encourage for everybody to get themselves LastPass if you cannot remember the passwords.
No, I have password managers. I have really good ones. I just don't know if I got Discord before I had the password manager because I've used it so little. Here, let me see. Yeah, we use 1Password in this house, and it's
I've been
great.
using LastPass for a long time. I tried to get my dad to install it over Christmas when I was home. I was telling another friend of mine, he was like, I'm trying to remember all my passwords to log into all this work stuff today, and I was like, LastPass! I've become like this LastPass evangelist.
Nice.
Which is a fine thing to do.
By the way, the other thing about Final Fantasy VIII in terms of being overpowered is if you are willing to watch a lot of cutscenes, summons have no cost. The catch is that this game has longer summon cutscenes than any other game in the franchise.
Okay. Wait. See if that works.
We can probably just start swinging here, actually.
I'm trying real hard to get into this thing. It's funny, because like you click the link and it takes you to the browser, but if you open the app for Discord, you can't just like what do you paste? Maybe I just look up VGLS. I don't know. Find out. Oh, well, good. I joined the Discord. Okay, let's see if it just pops up in here. Does it?
Hey, Stan. Oh, thank you. Oh. I think Stan's trying to bite me in his sleep, but he hasn't managed to.
Aww.
So his mouth is just hanging open, like,
So cute.
but he's asleep.
Yeah, because I clicked the thing, but now I'm like trying to get it to play with the actual app. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
There we go.
I had to have Discord open while I opened the thing in the tab. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Okay, hello.
Hey, don't eat me. Don't eat me, friend.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, great. I'm gonna dig through this more off stream. So thank you so much for the invite. I am so excited to get involved. That's like my sweet spot. Working on that kind of thing. So that's a dream. So thank you. I'm thrilled to have me in this too. I'm thrilled you'll have me.
Yay, we win. We're the best.
It's true. We're the stream team.
We are the stream team. Stream.
Assemble at shore.
Stream team. I gotta get my transcription game on over the next couple of weeks. I gotta finish the rest of Xanadu.
We have a raid happening, y'all. What? That's exciting. Hello, raid. Good to see ya. I see Nabil in there, so this is.
Yeah, I was like, I see
Yeah,
a
this is
deal,
friends.
but other than that, I
Hi,
don't
everybody
understand what's
raiding us.
happening.
Ah,
Hello.
welcome, everyone. We are currently not analyzing any sound because right now there is no music happening.
Yeah.
Missed the sound by a minute. Stay for a second.
Yeah.
Spike.
Pretend I'm on the raid. Okay, we'll just pretend.
Pretend. It's cool. You can be an honorary raider.
Yeah. Dum ba dum ba bum ba dum.
I watched, like, I don't know why, but right before Christmas, I just sat down and binged all of the good Indiana Joneses we don't need to talk about for.
Yeah, we don't need to talk
Nice. Right, that was worth the 1 minute it took me to set that much thunder to Squall's weapon. Now we're gonna get everybody.
Are you allowed to like poorly sing like that if you're like a YouTube content creator?
YouTube, wait, I can confirm. YouTube
Or would you-
content
would you-
creators can sing poorly. Accurate. Done.
I was gonna
That's a
like,
thing.
would you get like copyright struck for that, or is it if it's under a certain amount of time, or like?
Yeah, I don't
Does
think
it
so.
count as a cover?
No idea.
Am I covering John Williams? Oh, listen to that.
That was a really cool, fast little arpeggiated thing. That was awesome. Alright, now we're gonna fuck up a robot.
I really never get sick of this battle theme, which is a lot to say for a JRPG. I think it's because of the weird, like, accent
true.
pattern here, you know? It's just fun.
I don't only get half your nails done today.
What fourth spell does he give us? Is it something cool? Let's find out. Oh, it's Protect. Protect is good, but not good enough to worry about time.
I'm so stuffy.
We're gonna get past this thing.
Oh, what
Don't
did I
eat
do?
me.
What did I
Hey,
do?
don't eat me. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, kitty. No, don't do it. Don't do it. There we go. That's certainly true.
Yeah, I have a friend who has worked in Hollywood for a brief time under John Williams orchestrating.
Nice.
And like nobody can get those anything. Nobody can get scores except for Frank Lehman because he's amazing.
Right?
He's the only exception to that rule, and I think it took him a long time to get that kind of access.
Run, run, run. I love this chase sequence between us and the robot. This is so
But
much
it's really,
fun.
it feels so like actually tense as a player.
It does.
It gives me that like in my stomach butterfly, like, oh my gosh, this thing is after me.
Yep.
Which is,
If you walk there, by the way, I forgot that I'm not on analog controls. If you walk there, you skip this fight.
bum, bum. It's not a real, it's not orchestrate hit the sound, but it has that effect. There it is. Oh, maybe it is. It's pretty close.
I do like the orchestra hits.
It's a tritone, isn't it? Bum, bum. I know, the first time we face it, you're like, normal battle theme. JK, this thing is terrifying and it never stops.
Right?
You just have to keep
Ouch,
fighting it.
stop
It's like a weird mechanical crab, I guess. It's got like Zoidberg claws. Need a boss? Why not Zoidberg? I don't remember his name. It's like X something. Right?
Please do not claw my couch. Look. Thank you.
You know, Emberling pointing out that there's like a good use of space in the. Okay, now we just have a lead, and there's not too much else happening. That like we don't pack every single channel anymore. Did we notice that happening in 7, or is that something that we're starting to play with here in 8?
Starting
more
to play
so?
with here in 8.
That's what I thought. And the little swells.
I thought turning around would make it jump over you, and then you could get past.
It does at some point, but you had to be further on the bridge.
Yep, my bad.
It's fine. You'll be alright. fan of them not using all 24 channels. Yes, it does make life easier, for sure.
I want that car. I just want to say.
It is a cool car.
I
Was
drive
a cool
it.
car, I should say.
It was it. Past tense. Rest in peace. Color change moment.
I like the half cutscene, half playing thing.
Come on, man! You can do it! Selfie's like... Is he gonna make it?
I agree the musical transition could have been smoothed out if we had modern technology, like Wise.
Oh, Diamond.
Oh, yeah. With this, the guns.
When she puts on the glasses, you know it's serious business time.
Ooh, chills. So good.
Yeah, Dana, we mentioned early on before you joined the video that Quistis is every bad trope about teachers that like 16-year-old dudes want.
Yeah, she's hot for Teacher, the playable character. Which Joe brings up that song all the time, and I hate it.
I don't think
But
any
the
of
other-
my actual students would know that song.
Oh, yeah. Well, Joe has surprising cultural depth of knowledge.
Well, he's also older than my undergrad.
That's
so-
true. That's true. But
Yeah.
like, there's enough things that like, I don't know, 5 years you wouldn't think would make a big difference, but it can.
Yeah.
It certainly can.
Really, really.
Especially in internet memes. My goodness, like we were on different planets.
Yes. Meme
There
culture
are so
is
many
a
things
thing.
that like I assumed that everyone had seen that he'd never seen before. So
Yeah.
and vice versa. So,
And vice versa.
but that
Yeah.
moves a lot quicker than most things.
Now, by the way, is when we can play Zell's mom. Now we have Zell with us.
Ha! Is that a joke? Be nice to Zell's mom. She's such a good person.
Well, we'll see. We have to
I
save
mean, she's a good
first.
card. She's a pretty decent card player.
Yes, she is.
Depending on how many cards you've played and what kind of deck you have, she can cause a challenge.
She will not pose a challenge to this set of cards.
Is this the first time we've really heard this?
This is the first time we've heard it. We're going to start right here next week, though, I think.
Okay,
Nice.
sounds fine.
I'm going to show people the card game once here. And then I'm probably going to go play a ton of the card game off stream, because it's like quarter till, so it's about time to be done.
Yeah.
And I agree, you don't write this song in this guitar position on a keyboard.
Yeah, we'll talk about this
She
thing a little
won't
bit
play.
next week.
I thought it's her that had the card.
She does have the card,
She won't play.
but I think you missed your chance.
She won't play unless... Because I tried before IFRIT. Do you have to go after IFRIT before
You have
the
to go
mission?
after, but before you go back to Blom Garden. I should have caught that. I'm sorry.
Before the next
Okay.
mission.
All the stress of like trying to. You can play for it later.
No,
I
what?
think.
Here we go.
Oh, here you go.
We're good for it.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I thought there was weird windows with when she would play you. So
Yeah.
I usually did it before I went on the Dalit mission. Boing da boing da boing. I like that, Emberling. this theme gets annoying only because of how much of the card game you have to play for this game.
It's true.
Like, the option to, like, Dr. Mario style select which, like, give me a couple options and then I could switch between them. That would be golden. But this one does get a little old.
Agreed.
Especially if you're, like, grinding to get 20 Ellen oils. You're like, I hate my life. I'm just gonna paint this for a while. I'm just gonna put on somebody else on Twitch while I grind this. And I don't mind the card game. We were saying earlier, like, it's a really fun mini game as far as mini games go. But the music is a little silly for it.
Right.
I love that you get the battle theme, like regular victory. It doesn't get its own victory theme.
Right, it totally should. We'll get Zell's card and then we'll be done for the day.
Like, I'd take a silly victory theme and a catchier, better regular card game theme. That would be fine.
Yeah. By the way, strategy for the card game. I could take this card from either position. You do not want to. Because there's only 2 ways to take it. If you take it first and they take it back, they lock that corner card forever. So you don't want to take them until...
Yeah, until they lock.
Until they lock in the corner and they can't be flipped back. That's right. Like this.
It sounds like a weird...
Come on, play with Zell's card. That's all I want.
Boing, 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 boing.
Oh, Matsu plays guitar, doesn't he? Just looking back through chat about
Here
this is all the first position.
He's a
I would imagine he has
keyboardist,
to.
usually.
Oh, I thought he had a Stratocaster that he was very proud of.
I thought
that
there was
he may.
guitar in there somewhere, but
Yeah, I thought that he definitely effed around with guitar amusingly.
he must, because I mean he has a rock background, so even if he's not a guitar player, he's probably guitared.
I'm trying to. Is it in this game? There's something that's tagged in the soundtrack title as being on his Stratocaster. I think that's why that's. I'm gonna look it up.
There we go. Now I get the Zell card as well. Very good. And out of sheer curiosity, Hyper-Riss. Okay. You don't salvage those cards until we're done playing cards, which is going to be like disc 4. But still, nice to have.
Something else.
This is one of the few tracks on this soundtrack that strongly reminds me that this game and Chrono Cross came out the same year. But the Goldove town theme there.
Oh, I love the harmonics in that so much. Sorry, that's my favorite moment of that.
It is good. Alright, shall we call it right here for the night, team?
I think so.
Alright. Sounds good to me. This is fun. I'm really enjoying playing through Final Fantasy VIII, and I'm glad I have people who liked it both then and now to talk about it with me. So
I want to find this Chocobo thing first, though.
What Chocobo thing?
I'm trying to find it. It's a Chocobo thing that mentions his guitar. And I'm looking at all of them to see which one it is. I'm really surprised that chat hasn't beaten me to this. I know there's Electric Chocobo in 7, which has like the surf rock vibe.
Yeah.
but I don't think that's it.
We'll figure it out for tomorrow, next week, because we're starting with this track anyway.
That's true. I can figure that out.
All right, thanks for watching, folks. We'll do more of this next time. We have cool music next time because we get Man with the Machine Gun, and I'm so pumped about it. It's going to be awesome.
Yay. Very
So many
good.
good things.
Alright.
So many good things.
Good night, team.
I might actually have some transcriptions too, so we'll see.
Nice.
See y'all.
Alright.
Night, folks.
Bye-bye.